Hello once again everybody, welcome back to the series I'm Turning 30. My name is Mitch, and this is a series where I talk about my life, whether it's things in my life that have happened in the past, stuff that's happening at present, or things that will happen in the future. And maybe even a mix of all three. And as you can see today, it's going to be a similar topic to what we talked about 4 months ago. Yes, it's been that long since I put out the first video, the first checkpoint, and yeah, we're at the 2/3 mark. This has been 8 months of me consistently making videos. I'm also kind of in the last days of my sickness, and the weather's been pretty bad with a bunch of windy rain, so not really sure I would be able to film a video outside. On top of that, I've just been extremely busy. I will continue to be busy basically up until the end of the year and just kind of have things going on near the weekends or during the week. So it's a lot harder to figure out times and places to film besides kind of just doing this. I'll try to make time for it or maybe film some of the things that I go and do. But this checkpoint probably wouldn't make sense to do much in any other way. If anything, I might just show you different rooms like this. So yeah, as you can see, this is the room that I sleep in. I have a bunch of my hats right here, my beanies that I wear, and of course all of my anime figurines and a disc-plate poster, as well as some other knickknacks and things that I have collected or people have sent me. This is kind of the area where I keep it all, which also happens to be where I sleep every night. But let's talk about this next milestone, being 66% of the way done and only 4 months out essentially from finishing this series. I'm not exactly sure what I said in the first video when I made the first checkpoint video, but it is weird how fast the time goes by. Doesn't seem that long ago that I really made that video, but at the same time, like I said, I don't really remember what I said in it. I'd be lying to you if I said trying to think of a video topic to talk about or something to do every single week wasn't stressful and, adds on to things that I have to do every single week and kind of the routine of my life. But it is something that has caused me to reflect and change a lot of what I do. For example, the exercise video, I started running because of it, even though I've been sick, and the rain has really cold rain, mind you, has kept me from running as much as I would like. And not just necessarily those kind of like physical changes either, as well as mental changes and just the reflective changes, having conversations with people about the videos and what I've talked about. It really has just like, not even, I wouldn't say sparked like a debate necessarily, but really sparked conversations with people about things that I've talked about on here. If you've reached out to me and we've talked about the series or things that I've said, whether you've left a comment down below, it's like nice to engage with people about things that I've kind of just talked about, regardless of if it's a 15-second video about what my favorite number is or my 35-minute Mount Fuji video that was an insane story. And now we're in the kitchen. A little bit dirty again, got some dishes and stuff lying around, but yeah, this series being this far done and like again approaching this milestone that is just another year, but has seemingly just felt like a much bigger deal for me since starting the series. It's the whole reason I wanted to, just really thinking about what I'm going to do, where I'm going to go, and how and why I will do those things. Obviously the last 4 months of content are going to be much different with the camera. The camera in itself is going to change what these last 4 months are, except for when I'm sick or the weather's terrible. Can't really do anything about that. But when the weather's good, or I have the idea to do something interesting for a video, or maybe even have a better backdrop, even just the walk around my town that I did last week was something that I wouldn't really be able to do, or if I tried to do it before, wouldn't be able to format it or figure it out properly. So the progress is going to show in my videos. I think my editing has gotten a lot better. If you go look at some of the first videos I put out compared to these ones, I don't have any necessarily special effects in a lot of them, but I think that the cuts are better when I talk about certain topics. I think that there's a certain editing style that I have kind of figured out. Whether or not it's complex, it's something that I would feel confident in doing. If somebody really needed a video edited for dire circumstances, I think that I could put something out that's at least manageable. So having this skill in my arsenal is something that will be nice, and figuring out the tools and things that I need for editing and where certain things are in the editing program that I use, and switching editing programs and figuring out new stuff like that, which one's better, which ones have benefits, which ones don't. There is a lot that comes with a checkpoint. We are also, along with this checkpoint, coming up on a year, another year of my life where I lived it entirely in a foreign country. And now we'll finish it off in this room, the room that many of you kind of are familiar with, at least in some capacity, although you may have not seen it from this angle. This is the computer where I edit, where I used to film all the videos. Normally I'd be standing right here facing this way, looking at my computer where my webcam was, and be talking to you through the webcam. But again, now we have this. And this is where I think we'll finish off the video as well. The reason I decided to do the first checkpoint video and wanted to do this one as well was mostly to get feedback from people. While I am able to reflect on the last 4 months, I do want to hear what people have to say about the series, whether again that's in the YouTube comments or something you say to me privately, trying to figure out what you think would be good for the content. If there are certain topics you think that I should discuss, maybe follow-up videos on topics that I've already discussed, a question that you have, let me know. And the final note that I'll leave you on is this thought. As I've gotten to the back half of this series and I've been thinking of video ideas and writing them down, and as I've been filming and figuring out what to share, what to put online, what to keep to myself, while it is hard to come up with video topics, at the same time, it's also hard to feel like if somebody watched all 52 of the videos after this year of my life is up, you really can't know a person and what they're feeling and emotions and just the lived experiences that they've gone through, no matter how much you see of them, whether it's videos of them like I'm doing, any type of social media platform that they post on, pictures, videos, tweets, posts, whatever you want to call them. Even talking to people in person, it's so hard to really understand someone based on small snippets of their life. It's a continuous process that you have to keep doing, that you have to kind of dedicate yourself to. And it can get very tiring, especially when we are trying to figure out ourselves. But that's part of the beautiful human experience that we're able to go through. And the people that care about us, around us, are thankful, I think, to learn more about us and learn what certain things mean to us, and learn maybe deeper things about you that they didn't know, or even lighthearted things that they didn't know you liked or disliked. And all this to succinctly get down to the point, you can't fully know someone through pieces of their life, online or in person. You never will, but that's why you have a relationship with that person. A relationship, if you would like to keep that person in your life, is something that you will continue to build on, and you have to continue to learn about that person as they grow. I hope that these past 8 months you guys have been able to see me grow, that hearing my stories about my past life has deepened your knowledge about me, giving you a deeper dive on the person that I am and that I hope to be. Once again, don't know if that made sense, as I've said in many of my other videos, but I feel like there's something in there that somebody can take away. Thank you guys so much for sticking around every single week. I really do appreciate it. And I'll see you guys again next week. Peace.